What's up, y'all? Happy Saturday morning live, season 7, episode 39, with somebody walking straight off. I'm assuming he's going to the cookie place, but otherwise that's very rude. Disappeared, so I guess he went in the bakery. Whatever, dude. Whatever. There's another spot right there beside it. What's up, y'all? I see J-Bot's here. Points are really not a thing right now, I don't think. Yeah, we all up there. Still haven't really decided what to do with those. Oh, that's connected. Everything's connected. Awesome. Oh, well, one thing's wrong. The sunlight refracting off the surface of Mars that caused a solar flare to make it look like that. That really didn't happen. Keep forgetting to turn that off beforehand. How is everybody? What's up, Kings? Made it off the mower till next Saturday. I think I have to do a little bit of my backyard, but I'm done after that. I'll probably do that this weekend so I can go ahead and put the mower up completely. Thank goodness. Probably need to weed eat, though. I don't want to think about that right now. It's not something I want to do, but probably should do just to get it over with for the year, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Solar flares are the worst. I don't know, these white bugs floating around outside are pretty bad. Solar flare is pretty bad, but going outside and opening your mouth to say something and two of them falling in your mouth. It's like when you read up on these stupid woolly aphids, they're from sugarberry trees. But you know what? Well, thanks for subscribing. You should be able to chat in like 5 minutes with everybody. They're from sugarberry trees, which we don't have a lot of sugarberry trees, unless that's a broad name for a whole bunch of trees that we actually do have. So I don't get why they're here. I hadn't figured it out yet. So it's irritating me. Oh, what the heck was that about? Did they ever finish the wall? Yes, I can show you the wall. It's not what we were thinking. Well, I mean, it still may be. It's still a gate of some kind. That hadn't come up yet. But it's very interesting. I've got a little bit of a camera change today, where we don't have the front. Ooh, look at you, Speedy. We don't have the front camera facing south. So it's being pressed into duty to do as the title suggests. I want to try to get. I'm gonna get these out of my pocket. I don't know. My Jason Hex mod. I don't even know why I have those on me today. That camera is being pressed into duty for looking in my drawers. Looking in my drawers. We got we're not gonna look in all my drawers, but we gotta put some cylinders up. So I figured, hey, we hadn't had that view in a while. Let's investigate what's going on up there. It's always a developmental process. It's working all right for now with all the tags that we have up there, but eventually I'd like to clean it up a little bit, like refine it. Like I put post-it notes up basically for what's in each drawer, and you know it would look better if they weren't mismatched and hastily scrawled. But we do have to get a symbol. Look for a symbol! as the description of this video suggests, which you all should be aware of if you are not, for YouTube legal reasons anyway, we have to, yeah, I don't have to, but I've already kind of got it set up to do that. What I'm really trying to do here is make my funky ass, it's not a tripod, it's a camera mount thing. Like, I've been trying to put it into use. I've literally bought this monster arm thing that has adjustable, clamps on here, and then another one clamps on there. I'm trying to put it into use, honestly. And I kind of think I found a good spot for it. I bought it originally for overhead views for cutting like flat steel type keys. But I didn't get a lot of use of it there. So maybe this way I can at least use it on Saturdays. It's still a little awkward because I've got two different mounts, so I'm going to have to move the camera down. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it works out. At least it's going to be used today. That way I can say I actually used the thing I bought. I've only used it once before. And it's just the clamp on it's too big to really use anywhere else. So, yeah. Different view anyway. Rune in the house. What's up, Davania? Anthony, what's up, Outlaw? Finley, good morning to you. Retired Butcher Boy, Chevy Dude. Doused, what's up, SM? Good morning. Nate G, gonna be in the house. Lynn H, what's up? Stephen's Eyes, Mr. T, Curto, Kane, what's up? Dave A in the house. MSC, Kevin K, good morning to you, Kevin. What's up? What's up over there? What's up over there in your part of the world? Jimmy, what's going on? Fred, good morning. Lock Leisure. Chris Donovan, what's up? Matt, good morning. I finally called myself and didn't say Matt's Lock Shop because it's just Matt. Hey, Matt, not Matt's. I'm not talking to your lock shop. Get it together. Get it together, Jason. So this morning, supposed to go fishing today. Probably good weather all around the country for fishing right now anyway. I don't know, we got like some kind of hurricane shit going on in the Gulf, so ain't no telling where it's all gonna go. I always love how they're like, the spaghetti track for this is wild. In other words, you don't know. That's what a spaghetti track is we don't know. So we're just going to draw wavy lines. It could go this way, or it could go that way. We'll make an educated guess that it's going to go that way. Spaghetti track. Which you might as well say, we don't know. Just imagine. You can't really see that wall in that video, or in that camera. I wonder if we zoom it out, maybe we can. Pain in your lower left abdomen. Oh, that sucks. Good that you have health care to go do that. Not to get any kind of commenting about that, but it's very good that you can run to the clinic and do that. It'd be like having to die. I'm dying. Only if I'm dying. But hope it's nothing. Here, when people go, they have to go to the ER because let's just say it's like a buildup of gas, and that's a pretty common thing. They've gotten out of there with $30,000 bills because of gas. 30 plus thousand, if they're lucky. You had an abscess? Oh, yeah, well, that's definitely something you got to go for. I hate Yeah, it's not fast. I've heard that. I've heard it's good health care unless you're talking length of time that's involved with it. Spaghetti truck, because they have no idea how many people have fans on their roof to change the direction. Chuck, that's always been my comment on that. If the hurricane starts headed this way, everybody get your box fans out and point them south. If everybody did it, we would have better chances. But you know, I just can't get everybody on that bandwagon. Bitch, what are you doing? Parking place is gone. Parking place is gone. I don't know where the other one. Okay, he's back. That's cool. I don't know where he went, but where did you go? Yeah, coffee shop. You better not be sitting down on that patio. You better be getting something to go. Check. Yeah, I've heard about that. I have no control over that. That is a strictly YouTube thing. And YouTube was like, haha, we may be able to stop you from doing ads randomly because it's always pushing me. Like if I click over here and pull this up, pop up. Oh, are you sure you don't want us to run ads in the video? I'm like, yeah, cool. I don't. I'm good. I'm good. I'll do it myself. I have to click. I'll do it myself every time I start a video. Every time I start a live. There is no general setting. There is a general setting, but it still reminds me, hey, are you sure? Because we will. But there's no setting for that. That just started coming up. I can't see it. I don't even know unless, I guess, no, because I do YouTube Red, so it probably wouldn't show up. I don't know. It's pissed me off too. Trust me. Just click off of it. Click frowny face. Not on the video, but on that we have had a very lucky, knock on wood. Spaghetti around and get out of here. But yeah, get well, Nate. Yeah, you already out of the hospital or are you posting from the hospital bed? Add block plus on your Chrome seems to work. I don't use any of the ad blocker things. I just pay YouTube back some of the money. Let's see what's going on. That's what's going on. So that's what we're gonna go mess with. I gotta figure out that's a different camera. So I just realized I gotta set up the mobile mic because this one is me. I could. That's actually a solid idea, Jason. Let me go move some stuff around real quick. Here, go back to that so you can see when this chick comes back. There's so many like twisty knobs and things that you have to adjust to get it just right. I think it happens every 5 minutes. Well, you know, we're playing on their platform, so we got to deal with it, right? Kind of is what it is. No. What's up, cable guy? Just crank up a circle track. I'm not sure I know what that is. Circle track. Your ad was Travel, Wisconsin. You know, the state I'm currently living and working in. Marketing. It's like when like, you know, random locksmith ads come up in my thing and I look and they're like in, you know, Colorado or Nevada or Maine or something like that. It's like your marketing dollars to advertise your locksmith business are way off the mark, bro. I don't know if you're paying for that, but you shouldn't be. A lot of time it's just somebody clicking the wrong geographic area or thinking for some reason that it's okay to do national, but yeah, it's funny when you get fed stuff that's supposed to be redirected outside. You know, I guess they still want you to travel. Most states are pretty big, so we see, you know, explore Mississippi or whatever type things. They want you to go. We had somebody from Natchez in yesterday getting a bunch of keys. I haven't been to Natchez in a while, so I don't know how it is, but she had a place on the main strip in that area, so well, small towns benefit, even if it's just, you know, two people coming in to visit for a day. I don't really get it, but it's more because I drive all the time and I see everything, and I don't care so much about driving out into the country because all I associate that with is driving to a job out in the middle of nowhere. But on the same token, I can see it from somebody who doesn't do that, Kim, how it would be interesting. So it's kind of like I have no desire to do that, but I can see how she would want to do it. I just don't want to go to Natchez, especially on like a Sunday. Must be like a field trip for live, but then that makes it work. I don't know. Or any other random small town in Mississippi. Explore. I mean, yeah, it's like when you actually get there, fines for casinos. It's hard to really know unless you do like a lot of research. Man, those white bugs are pretty bad today. Unless you do a lot of research or know somebody in the area that can say, hey, stay at the Fairview. Hey, come to Fondren. It's not going to be busy on Sunday, but like Saturday night, Friday nights, Thursday, if you're in town on the 1st, definitely a good place to be. Go to Belhaven, certain restaurants in Belhaven, but it's all focused on food. You know, there's bowling. It's going to suck up a couple of hours. I don't know. You can bowl anywhere. So I get just randomly walking down kind of streets because like Bay St. Louis or any other small towns that are technically, because like they're on the beach, they're a tourist destination, or they have a beach. So things like that, I can get it. But like towns that are just literally in the middle of nowhere in a small town, trying to promote tourism to it, it's like, wow. Sorry, but wow. You have a good cafe that serves good burgers? Awesome. So do we. Yeah, I mean, sorta. The Lock Force conventions. The subscribers are going to have to amp way up for me to fly people in for a Lock Force convention. But when it ever gets to that point that we can, we definitely will. Everybody be getting plane tickets. So yeah, we have the same explore Mississippi or visit Mississippi. Meet up in Fondren. Just have an amusement park. Yeah, like zoo. Like we don't have a zoo now. We have one, but it's, it's not. It needs to close down. So sad. Ooh, another sponsor ad. And now y'all tracking it now, huh? It's every 5 minutes. What's up, Miko? All right, what was I doing? I was getting this. That bitch has been gone way over the length of time it was take her to get a cup of coffee and come back, which means she's camping over there. It's been a minute since I've taken this one out. Oh, I already had that one out. It's kind of a pain to plug up. Oh, I hadn't plugged it up in a minute either. Probably not charged. Oh, we still got a charge. Alright, you. And then you just come over here. I thought, oh, wait a minute. I was gonna do the other camera. Let's try that first. Yeah, hold on. Whack my knee coming around that corner. Casinos. Casinos in Central Jackson aren't a thing. We have to drive minimum like an hour to get to one. Because they have to be on Indian land. So we would have to drive I would have to drive either an hour that way or an hour and 20 minutes that way to get to one of them, to a casino, which is good. That's far enough away that I'm cool with. I'm not good at a casino. What's up, Iceman? Making money at a pop-up farmer's market. Pop-up at a farmer's market. That's cool. The weather good? Hard rock. No, I mean, yeah, we don't have a hard rock. Well, technically we do on the coast in Mississippi. Because it's the coast. It's a tourist area. I think that's like a national thing, honestly. Like, literally almost everywhere it's on land, it has to be on Indian land. I don't know for sure, but I think that's some kind of thing. All right, let's check something here. Check. Uh, whoa. Wait a minute. Yeah, that looks right. Let's manipulate this one. Hey, look at that. For real? Can I get that to line up like almost? Pretty dang close, but in a very weird way. Obviously, it's cutting that off, but like almost lines up right there. Oh yeah, that was what it was, a vertical. I forgot about that. I hope I forget about that even more, because I hated that. We have a good chunk of real estate over here that we're not utilizing. Was kind of hoping to get that a little bit bigger. So let's do this here. That's got a super wide view too, so might be able to narrow that down. I don't know. There's nothing under here that we're messing with. What does that say? So Yeah, that's all staying like it is. We'll just put that right there. Okay, we're going to go into a mic switch now. I'm going to move over from the that to the mobile microphone, I believe, down there. Okay, it should work. Let me give it a quick check. Okay, it's on. Still on the desk mic right now, so let me go ahead and get switched over. We'll experiment with this view. And actually, if I got really into it, I do have a hot mount that I could attach this thing to, but... Or a cold shoe mount. Yeah, I'll send him a message. I'm guessing it's just like, oh, fuck social media. I'm too busy putting in 53,000 simplex locks. I'm doing a little housekeeping in the program before I go over there, so give me just a sec. Got some images here that I got to get rid of. They were distorting my view. Alright, let's transform this. Transform, fit in that screen, please. Thank you. There we go. That's how it's supposed to be. And then I could go back and forth to that. Okay, going for a mic switch. Going to be mute for just a second, and then I'll pick back up over there. I got to make sure both screens do what they're supposed to, though. So, mute for a second. Alright, let me get an audio check, please. I am over right here. Make sure everybody can hear me before we commence. Pull up the mobile comments section. I was just saying, I need to get a new ladder. Because I lost my little blue one, the same brand and everything. Sound is good, thank you for that. Alright, let's go ahead and zoom in. This is where it kind of starts disconnecting. Loud and clear, good, good, good. Thank you for the heads up on that. I gotta wait for this to, gotta wait for that to, there it goes. Thank you. Yeah, that's a hot mess, isn't it? Hey. Aside from getting the random stuff off my desk, period, I would like to clean up the key situation a little bit. Needs to be sorted over there. But what I kind of want to do here today is get some of these up there. So in each one of these we have obviously labeled Corbin Russell L4 cannon. The one thing that I do need is a Schlage rim cylinder, and I was thinking about using this guy because it's empty. Well, it's not empty. It's got quick cylinders in there, which is not really a great use for this because none of this is residential. This is all commercial stuff. So as a point in fact, color changing is not working. That is not part of that system, Rune. That's a different stripe. Different stripe, not attached to JBot. I kept him off of JBot for a reason. Rim cylinders and or Schlage rim cylinders. I've got Corbin Russell ones right here. So it only makes sense. So we had regular cylinders, mortise, off-brand mortise. It only makes sense that Schlage has a mortise cylinder spot right here, or rim cylinder, sorry. We are going to go padding for it because most of these are going to be brass or something. And I have rim cylinders over here of all different brands. So that is Baldwin Old Keyway, which is right there. Schlage Keyway. Why is this here? Mortise overflow working. Yeah, we'll do that. This is kind of the one thing that I do want to get onto. L4. Oh, shit. Is not conducive to closing of the said drawer very well. Hey, Schlage Baldwin with the Schlage QA, so that'll go under here. bunch of random mortise. So arrow. Hey, girl. Hey, what keyway is that? Oh shit. That's a one of these. 77? That looks like a 77 year. Nope. Nope, why don't I have a damn key in here? That's a 60. 60! RU1. RU1! That's old. I don't know. I don't have an old. I don't have an old at all. Dang it. Okay. Probably one of these. Oh, there's another round or mortise. I've got a full drawer of mortise cylinders there. I'll just up in Slag CQ. A lot of B160 deadbolts. The funny thing is these cylinders are $50 each. Crazy, right? Ah! Like you could buy the deadbolt for $39.99, but the cylinder, if you want to replace the cylinder on it, it's like $47. Yeah. What is that? Arrow. We don't see a lot of arrow around here, so I try to keep them here so I don't have to buy new ones. Like if somebody really needs an arrow cylinder, they're just going to have to deal with a little wear because, yeah. Right, Slag, mortise, off-brand, and OEM right there. Kind of running out of room. That's all brass. Don't really want to ding up anything here, so I'm going to be a little careful there. I don't have nearly the amount of rim, so I'm probably going to partition the rim cylinders into overflow for Slag. Okay, Yale mortise. That's full. More Yale mortise. This is all Y1, looks like. We're going to try to stay with that. And I guess this other one is more GAs. Yep. Let's see, if I don't get them all, it's going to irritate me. Arrow, so Slag Devil, Corbin. That Slag, yep, good there. There's probably a few. Look at that little guy. When you need a little one, Alan's your man. Alan sucks. Alright, let's make sure I'm not missing something over here. Alright, working. This will be considered, oh shit. We got a housings thing over there. Crap. Okay, so up 6, that's rim. I think we're done here. Let me do the scan real quick. There's another bulb one working. Go ahead and pull this guy down. Alright, so bulb one working. Bulb one. Don't see the plug for that guy immediately. So, we're just going to assume it's not in there. What are these keys to? Oh, that's a bulb one. Okay, so that needs to go up here. Probably live to one of those. And that is a rim. So that's going to go under there. What else do we have over here? That's a bulb one deadbolt. Bulb one deadbolt has a spot. Thumb turn. Those were being saved for the thumb turn video, but I've already done the thumb turn video, so we don't need them anymore. I don't know why I'm saving them. Ammunition, probably. Yale special cylinder Yale. I'm just going to put that there and forget about it. These were actually going to be a video on how freaking crappy they are. But for now, I think I've gotten all my... Corbin Ross one. I think I've gotten all the Baldwin cylinders anyway. Flag. Yeah, what was that? Oh, that's old Corbin. It's a deadbolt, slag. I think we're good there. Okay. Pew, maybe. As soon as I put it up, I'm gonna see one. Alright, Yale can go up. I think we grabbed all of those, right? Right, yep. Yep, we got it there. So Yale Morris. This would be probably be better off labeled if I had labeled that as aftermarket. Corbin, what is this? So we have 7. That looks like a D1. We're going to assume it's a D1. Ooh, I got something going on there. Alright, I remember this cylinder. This one needed touching up. Something's going on with that guy. Back to the problem of not having a spot for old cylinders. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and separate because I've been building up some cylinders over here too. So let's do this. Rum. rim in the back. And then we're going to do aftermarket Schlage mortise here. Still need something to find for, there's not a lot of room here. Probably just do a whole antique drawer with one of these three. RU16 A1011P, that is, what is that, y'all? Those are all Corbin. Yeah. Shit. Eventually, I'm going to box all these up and have three more. And move this. I would like a drawer right there. So, let's do this. Did you know they won? It may be. Okay, box it is. I've got these painted ones too. That eventually would probably be fine once I just soak that paint off. So we're gonna go that. I think that's yet another video. How to get the paint off of the thing. So many video ideas floating around that'll never get done probably. Alright, what else did we have over here? Cores, huh? Most of these are going to be OEM, and it was getting a little tight in this section. And I never really sorted them, so they're just kind of haphazardly tossed in here. I know these are all C, and this is like F and G. Really need more room there, so I have that. I guess I could kind of start combining them. Yeah, I am missing cams and stuff on some of these, so we could just 5-pin away. 6 pins. Why are these over here popped out like that? It's about 5-pin. Rosswood, Corbin. I really need that really needs to go in the antique drawer. So I'm going to go set this over here because it belongs. It doesn't really belong in Gen Pop. bald one a working cylinder, definitely. I knew I'd find one. Hey! Don't fall on my head. That has to be some kind of patio door cylinder, because it's 5-pin, but it's not OEM Schlage. Because this is not OEM Schlage either. That's not how they did theirs. Gotta investigate that. 5-pin, let's just keep those. I'll probably end up discarding those anyway. So I need a thing here for what? Antique cylinders. I guess we can go ahead and drop these in the 6-pin area. It should be right. Those are 5, aren't they? Yep. Not a lot of room in here for this. Oh, that's aftermarket. Oh, that is not Schlage at all. That's LA. Fascinating. That is Schlage. That is not a Schlage. Not a Schlage. And Schlage. Corbin housings. Hey, if anybody runs across a plug, let me know, because I've got a couple of housings here. Shut up. I could build so many mortise locks, or I could get scrap brass price. We made a little progress. It looks messy still, but let's pull this out, okay, so that's what we need. Let me find a divider. Do I have any dividers? Nope. Nope. Oh, that was the problem. I was running out of dividers. I believe. Woo. Ah. Yeah, we can just steal that. You don't need a divider. Where'd the other one go? I'm gonna grab a Sharpie. There's one right there. Painted. In case I ever get really bored, you know. Okay. So I'm not even going to bring, since most of this is comprised of, I mean, there are a lot of new ones in here, but obviously new. Hey, this is out of place. That needs to go somewhere different. And that'll let me put 2 or 3 more boxes up here. In the meantime, let's just go ahead and label this. No idea what I saved that for, other than ammo. Now I have to come up with something for these guys. Look at that beaut. It's actually historical. Historic, brand new, never used. Yeah, eventually that would be like a museum piece, right? The rest of it's just wiser. Doesn't count. Didn't I see one more slag over here? No. What's going on in this? What have I got going on here? Some cores and some parts that probably, oh yeah, we got like a bunch of rim cylinder type screws. Let's go ahead and pull these cores out. Set this over there for sorting. That is 2 Sargent cores, one for rim cylinder, one for the key and knob cylinder. They actually came out of this thing. Where I still have a handful of those cores. It's the same keyway, and I had a bag full of I had a bag full of deadbolt ones, or mortar cylinder ones. I don't know what happened to them though. What are you doing? Yale. Yale. I want to use genuine Yale. Parts that I'll never get around to. Oh shit. I'll never get around to sorting. Technically should be over here too. Alright, I feel like we can combine some of this. Slag deadbolt. I know I've got a slag deadbolt. Slag deadbolt. With a bunch of cylinders in it. I think that one's going to get scrapped. What is that? Don't know what that is. We determined what those were. Those look like arrow. No. What was that? Yeah, Falcon, 0 bidding. Okay. Alright, we got a couple more deadbolts over here, I believe. No. Arrow. No. unknown. That's good, tinted. Where'd that one go that I just had out? This one. That's everything about that one's worn out. I'm not looking at this. When I'm looking at these, I'm looking at the condition of the core, by the way. I could unscrew the core, but, you know. I've got a few hundred of them in somewhat that condition already, so this is just easier than going over there to us. I knew it was around here somewhere. Easier than going over there and digging that out. This one can go. Y'all just pretend like that went in. Aye. And the housing thing and the cylinder thing and the core thing. Oh, that's an original Corbin Russ one. One or the other, which I've got here. That is a aftermarket bright brass. I've actually got, if you direct your attention this way. Brass. If I don't have it in here, then I have to go drag the ladder over and go for that. But yeah, that's all a hot mess right there. Hot mess. But we're mostly done. I had these thrown in here for when I was doing that guy. That's another Falcon. Still never came up with a solution for that. This has an area here. We can just throw this in the back with these thumbs. I don't know why I saved this one though. I feel like there wasn't anything wrong with it. If I get desperate, I come here for thumb turns. Like I would never sell or use thumb turn that I for some reason brought in. No idea why I keep them, but there is a wonderful ace lock. I've done a number of videos on ace locks and never posted them. Don't want to get any letters. Little MX key there. What are you doing over there? Stay. Okay. Hey, we've done a pretty good job here. Let's get a box for arrow key cylinders. That's a good box. Well, it's not a great box, but it's got white on it, so we can write arrow. Arrow and other. Painted arrow. What is that other? Skillman. That's actually definitely an antique too. Kind of got a wavy keyway. I don't guess Skillman belongs in the arrow box, so we will not put it in there. Oh. Huh. That's what that is. Stabilizer rings. You know, and that's one of those things where you run across it once every blue moon for some weird reason. You need the cylinder to be a bit bigger diameter, and I don't have any in the truck. Even if I did, I wouldn't know where it would be in the truck, but like for some weird reason you need one. I've got like 1,000 of them here, but it's basically goes around a cylinder like that. You've seen it in commercial cylinders where it like one day I'm going to run across a situation where I need literally just one to get something done, and they're all going to be right here. So I should take two now, right? Because I know I don't have these in the truck. Where am I going to put them in the truck? In the cylinder section? I guess so. I guess I ran across that, you know, on another thing too. What was it? It was another situation that I had recently where I was like, I know where there's a whole bunch of something, like some kind of spacer rings that I needed. Let's just take, for example, like this guy. And I needed it on a job. I was nowhere near the shop. It was like getting late in the day, and I needed this particular thing, and I couldn't find it in the truck, and now I can't remember what that was either. And I was like, I swear I'm going to put that damn thing in the truck when I get back to the shop. Did I? I don't think I did. I guess we should like sweep that off while we're here, right? Like, why not? You know, it's all open. Might as well. And then we're going to wrap it up. For y'all, anyway. For me, it's either going to be the beginning of me walking over here Monday morning and being like, now that I'm sort of clean, I can do this. I've been wanting to change this little particular thing, and there you go. Yeah, I hate that I never finished that to keep that from happening. Setup keys down there. Let's do a transfer here. Hey. What the heck's going on with that guy? Alright, antique, quick set. That looks in pretty rough shape. We're going to scrap it. And then these guys. That is a work in progress over there. Yep, and then the rest of it's just general cleaning. So, whoa, look at that guy. What the FQA is that? Where is your housing, sir? Looks like a Lockwood or something. But I would like to know where your housing is, sir. Alright, we're done. We're done. The rest will be for another day. Somebody left this thing. I was like, I walked in, it was on the counter, and I'm like, what? Why is this here? She couldn't remember the code. I was like, oh, okay. I'll throw it in a giveaway, I guess. I'm not interested in hacking the code. Latch, that is a decent, not a great shape, but decent shape, latch. We had round, one left round, one left, right there. Is that going behind it? Oh yeah. Okay. Doop. I have no idea why I even saved that guy. I guess I could save the cliff though, right? I mean, honestly, I would. Yeah. I'm not going to be replacing clips on our old wiser this at all. Those risers are almost to the point where they're at the secure key stage where, yeah, you really need to replace that guy. I still run across a few that are actually working fine, believe it or not. Needed to do something about this because I'm starting to build up more 6-pin D1s. Those are all cams and random cylinder there. Another Falcon cylinder. Those need to all be put together somewhere. And what was in here? Random plugs. Those could go in the random plug thing right up there. Excuse me while I reach over you. Oh, I don't have room in the random plug box for these random plugs. Oh, shit. I think all these are Slade. Well, there's a Yale. We'll merge them in over there. How about that? Alright, so that's good. We need to deal with that. Key up this guy so that we can sell it for $2 because that's what it's worth. And everything else is not really important. It's a little bit of a mess here, yeah, but that's okay. Alright, we're done. We're done. This is probably going to get reused over here for something, so I'm just going to leave it there, along with probably that. Those are just kind of good to keep, cylinders sorted for various tasks. Yeah, okay. I am back on the desk mic and I'm muting the other mic. So what's up? We're back. Is there a service manual for the framing too? Sure there is. I'm sure there is. Sub decline. Sushi, it could be anything, really. They had a whole bunch of them that would SC20 would work for. SC20s are hard as hell to cut too, in case you've never cut one. Now that I have them on my hand, you will need them if I don't bring them to the van. Yeah. They're sitting on the counter. They got to get bagged up. Scanning back over the comments, make sure I didn't miss anything important. Oh man, I got to the food part of the video. Got so many containers. At this point, it's like, which container is it in? I mean, I try to keep them separated for certain things. I know exactly where those would go. I've actually got a plastic bin, believe it or not. I've actually got a plastic bin of random oddball parts that has like Schlage L spring cages and Schlage tail pieces. And what else is in there? Yale conversion kit parts. So that's probably where they're going to end up going. Kind of like an oddball type container that I have. Two people just pulled in. And a Yale lock with a 9/9 key with 1/4 inch cut off most of the back of the blade at once. So they're together because now they're talking to each other. What's wrong with it? Where's my fucking camera? Thank you for being decent. That really pisses me off when two people pull in and pick up both spots and then go to eat lunch or whatever. What are you on about? What the hell are you on about? So last night, I started this story earlier, and I was like, I didn't ever get around to finishing it. So what led me to look on the cameras was there was garbage strewn all over the side over here, and I was like, well, you know what? That's right in view of my camera. Let's see who did that. So dude pulled up and just was throwing stuff out of his truck while he was searching for apparently his wallet. I went back over every camera listening to him. At one point when they walked by after they got done eating, it was a big group of people, it was like 10 of them. And they walked by and they even like pointed out my camera, and he did this. He like pointed up at my side camera. They were talking about it. Like, and I heard him say something, oh, they ain't stealing that. I guess because I've got them mounted on an AC unit. I don't care if their AC unit gets stolen. It's literally a good perch for my cameras, you know. But, and he was even like, do this. But then they came back at like midnight and they scoured with a flashlight up and down the street trying to find his wallet. I finally, after listening to him walk back and forth and over here, I knew they were missing something, and I couldn't figure out what it was, and it was his wallet. So homeboy lost his wallet somewhere between there and back there. But yeah, it was a whole thing. And then there was a tow truck. While I was going over the video to see like what the heck was going on, there was like a tow truck over here that pulled up in the driver lane but never towed anything. He got out and he talked to the people that were out there. And I was waiting to see maybe if he unlocked a car or something like that. No, never did. They just pulled in and turned his lights on, and they sat out there talking for a minute. It was a very busy night last night. So So going back to your comment, Fred, on the 999 key with a 1/4 inch cut off most of the back of the blade, and it only turns on once. So the bottom of the blade is cut off so that only half of the key is going in the lock? Is that what you're saying? That's super weird. Does it, sure just didn't break? Those can break. So I get it's probably what you're talking about is like grinding off the back of the bottom of the blade. Now, come on now. Y'all have had people pulling in and leaving like you're supposed to. Y'all don't sit there and think about it. You're either coming in or you're not. You're either coming in or you're not. Hey, good. How are you?
Well, I came to get some keys made.
Okay.
Do I need to take them off the?
No.
Okay, I need these two made. And then this one,
How many of each one?
and then these.
How many of each one?
So,
One of each one?
one of each one.
This padlock key we just ran out of a couple of days ago. Somebody came in and bought all the ones that we had.
Okay, do you know when
So,
you'll get any more?
it's probably gonna be later on towards the end of the week.
Okay, that'll be
So
fine.
if you just want to stop back by.
Okay.
On the RV type key, did you want to do a metal head for 475 or a rubber head for 7?
Um, how much? What would the total be for all of the keys? Just a guesstimate.
So just these three are 825 without tax.
Okay.
Then if you added a metal head on for that one, it would be 13.
Okay, yeah, I'll do the rubber one.
Go rubber.
Yeah, it'll be easier for me to remember.
Yeah.
Thank you for asking.
Yeah, no problem.
do. These stay pretty snug.
Yep, they do really well.
I'm gonna get one of these.
Okay. I'll put the new set on that, or?
Yeah, when you put it on that,
Yep.
please. And I'm gonna get this too, so I can label it.
Okay.
What time do you close during the weekdays?
Weekdays, 6 o'clock.
Okay, I think I should be able to make it over here. And it will be for this key right here, right?
The padlock. I think that's what it goes to. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this goes to an ATV.
ATV?
I think so. Might not.
Could be a padlock or a chain lock, maybe a bike lock type thing for it.
Yeah. It's a lock for it.
All right, 2110 altogether.
Okay.
You a capitalist keeper?
Yep. You want to do just one?
Nah. Probably do 3.
Want to do plain brass or any of the colors? Plain brass are 275. Colors are 375, and then you can do any of the Disney things or stuff for like $5 each.
Do this.
Okay.
My daughter did the 2 brass.
Just two regular. I can do it for you.
Yes, sir.
$9.99. All right, y'all. What's up? I'm back. Unmuted. Hopefully unmuted. Hey, yeah.
Do you happen to have any of those little plastic rings? I see those up there, but do you have any that fit these smaller keys?
Those are going to be loose on it, but they will
They're
shrink.
loose.
It'll shrink down a little bit. You want me to put a notch in one of them so you can tell them apart?
Well, I can't. I can't. You know what? Yes.
I can put a notch in
One
the
of them
head.
goes to a gate.
Yeah,
And
I can
don't
just.
know which one. So at least if there's a notch on it,
You'll remember
I'll
what.
unlock. Yeah. Thank you. That'll work. Thank you. Well, tell me your name again. I always forget.
Jason.
Jason.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Jason. I'm Jaquita.
Okay, have a good
Well,
one.
nice to see you again.
Yeah, all right, nice seeing you.
All right.
Jaquita. I can't remember names though. No, it's because of that weird combination. Because one of them was a painted key and the other one was regular keys. No combination I've come up with is kind of comes up to that total. If it did, we'd have to change it. It'd have to be different. Yeah, gone are the days of buy three, get one free. Gone are the days. I do it for like, especially like new people that are suddenly I have to interact with, like at companies. And I'll tell them straight up, I'll be like, listen, after I fill out their mood, of course, I'm like, listen, there's been a lot of people before you. There's probably going to be a lot of people after you. I don't like lay it out like that, but I'm just like, I'm forgetful with names, so, it's going to be, hey, you. Basically, you have to be here long enough for me to feel like remembering your name. That's kind of how I feel about it. Because I've seen so many come and go, and it's like, why even bother learning these people's names at these companies? Like places that I go on, every other day or whatever, once a week. If I've seen you there for longer than, a year, 2 years, especially in schools. If you're there after the next year, yeah. What is Jason going to do today? We've already done it. You missed it. because it's 12:50 and live's over in literally 10 minutes, possibly earlier. But no, we do have to wrap up. We're actually going into the wrap up screen now. We looked in my cylinder drawers. I didn't even get to this one. Y'all seen this one down here? It's got a bunch of new cylinders in it. I feel like I just need more plug control. I don't want to throw them out, even though I've got 30 of the same kind. Plug overload was what that was. Especially those Corbin LFICs. Like, I'll be glad to sell those because they're all brand new. Most of them. But do I really want to key them up to be able to sell them? Not really. I'd almost rather sell them to somebody that, like a university. I did that. I had a bunch of keys, like 7-pin keys that they bought a bunch of, one of the universities around here, but yeah. If I need them, I guess I'll use them. Yeah, to do that lock only one way Brinks function, is that right? Brinks function? What do they call that? Not Brinks like the Brinks we're all aware of now. I think they called it Brinks function, where you cut a groove, like chamfer the hell out of it just on one side so that it doesn't turn back the other way. Yeah, I'm not fond of that. How big is your $32 safe, Gumby? I thought you were going to the doctor for lower abdomen pain. You instead went and got a safe? Smooth move, man. Honey, I'm gonna run to the doctor. I'll be right back. I accidentally found that on the side of the road. Don't mind me. Gonna be over here at yard sales. I was going to the doctor, but I suddenly felt better when I saw a yard sale. Hey,
How are you?
good, how are you?
I'm good. I need to get this lock set up and keyed.
Okay.
Some extra keys.
Okay. We can't from that to something new.
On this one, yeah. For whatever reason, this one didn't actually come with a key on the package.
Oh.
And it's a key lock sitting at, so might as well get them matched.
So you want this key to work on?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think these two are already key locked?
I don't think so. They came in separate boxes. I think they had different numbers, but
I will now. Feed off him. So we don't.
what that key is.
Okay, any more keys or you have enough?
Yeah, like maybe 4 more keys of that.
Like brass for them or any other colors?
Brass is fine.
I know, Alicia Cowboy needed to come out. That cylinder, God, I hate some of those cylinders. They're so crunchy, like gummy crunchy. It's just how they're designed with those T-pins. You gotta figure. You have to count the clicks. The audience must hear the clicks. Because of those stupid ass T-pins, you literally have to like feel them out. Like I was feeling out the 3, 4, and 5 position. 4 was giving me a good click, but nothing else was, and everything else was just binding up. It took a minute to figure out that first cut was like a 9 or something. It was a super deep cut in the very beginning, which is probably why I wouldn't pick to begin with. This is probably why I wasn't like reacting like I was supposed to. Read the pins and cut them a new key with the blue pot. So yes, that's why I asked the dude when he came in if it was key to like. I was hoping to decode the deadbolt, cut the key, open the lever handle, and just change a pin and be done, but it didn't work out that way. It may have been, but he said it wasn't, so. Anyway, Schlage F-Series can be a pain in the ass to lishy, because you can't usually just literally click it like you can, you know, a Schlage A-Series cylinder. Even like a Schlage A-Series cylinder even with serrated pins in them. Totally different than that F-Series compressible core. Pain in the ass. So irritating. Need a clock or flashing lights in every camera angle to make sure it's not frozen. It's an idea. That heart has been on the painting kit forever. For a long time. Probably since before I started doing videos. And yeah, it was muted earlier. There was no reason to hear anything, I guess. I don't know if it was muted. The microphone was here and then the microphone was over there. So anyway, we gotta finish. We gotta disassemble. It's 1:20. I got waylaid by a Schlage. Yeah. Thanks for hanging around though, y'all. Lock force, disassemble! What are you doing over here? No, ladies, find somewhere else, 'cause that's not for you. Yep, looking around, I know you're not coming in here now. Don't make regrettable life decisions, people. See what this person's doing. You're gonna continue anyway, huh? Regardless of me just sitting here looking at you. Alright then. Get your fucking cookies and... What are you doing? Get your cookies and go. Yeah, y'all have a great weekend. Jay's not here, J-Bot. Do you miss him? Oh, Ian messing with J-Bot there. Horses for a wagon ride. That sounds kind of fun. I don't really have anything fun to do this weekend. Talked about it earlier. Weed eating. That's not effing fun. So, yeah, that sounds good. I mean, not really. It's okay. He'll be alright. I get it. Let Jay alone. Somebody probably pissed him off. Or something. I ain't no telling. Ain't no telling with him. That's it. Ooh. Go to the casino. No, I don't have any money. I hadn't been busy enough this week to go to the casino. All right, that's what you're supposed to do when you're broke anyway, all right? So you can hit it big and you won't be broke anymore? Yeah. No. That's broke. Uh. You been doing yard work? Yeah. The redneck 401k. Give me some scratchers on the way home. That'll do it. All my problems be solved. Get me some scratchers. Waiting to see what this person does. He's like a haircut person, I believe. Or a drunk, one of the two. Well, I want to say his truck looks very familiar. He's the one that comes and slams back a few margaritas before going home to work. Going home. Going to work. Going home. But that's my problem, not y'all's. Y'all have a great weekend. Catch you next weekend. I was